As Jesse Pinkman once said, he can't keep getting away with this. And in this case, it's she. Stephanie McMahon doing introductions to SmackDown these days. It's abysmal. I'm sorry, I can't deal with it. The Undertaker, Brock. Get it in the fucking bin. I'm sick of it. Are you not sick of it?
Not really. You're comparing what Walter was doing to Stephanie McMahon doing some crappy intros to start the show.
No, it's cringe, man. Bischoff's the man. Anyone, it's not even up for debate. I'm sick of it.
I was actually intrigued to know where you were going with that. He can't keep getting away with this. I'm thinking, oh, who's doing what on the roster? Then you name drop Stephanie McMahon.
Well, you know what? I think there's actually a good fair people on SmackDown that's doing some questionable stuff, right? But you know what? Matt Hardy is not one of them. And that's when we kick off the show. We've got a good old-fashioned beatdown. Matt Hardy and The Undertaker. And I actually hear a bit of broken Matt Hardy when he's speaking with Mattitude. Do you not?
Mattitude.
It's almost like when he has to cut a bit of wisdom. He sounds broken. Instead of just retard Hardy.
Yes,
Hardy.
Matt warned Taker not to come out, or else I'll have to beat you up again, Undertaker. Undertaker didn't listen. Undertaker came out, and to be fair to Matt Hardy, he didn't act like a chicken shit heel. He didn't retreat. He didn't run away. He didn't scream for Brock to come and save him. Him and Taker actually got into a brawl, a fight, and Matt Hardy, even though he got busted open mainly down to the cast, I thought he actually put up a decent fight, and I think this done a hell of a lot for Matt Hardy. He went toe-to-toe with Undertaker and survived. So I like this. Good brawl to start the show. Matt Hardy is went for being an absolute nobody on Raw. He's went for being the shit Hardy brother. He's went for being in Jeff's shadow to, I would almost argue, a legitimate main eventer now on the SmackDown brand in the space of like 3 months.
Yeah, if not main eventer, guys, we're talking upper mid-card here. This guy is went for a jobber to this. Why can't this happen today? Why can't this happen right now in 2023?
Well, I don't think there's many other people that could go toe-to-toe with Undertaker on SmackDown. So, I mean, for me, he's up there. Matt Hardy fares in one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, let's be real. Could Braun Breaker? I went 50-50 with Taker at the end of NXT. 5-minute brawl between them.
I think the big question is, could Taker have went 50-50 with Braun Breaker?
It was his best choke slam in years.
I mean, it was, but up to that point, he looked fucked. He could barely even speak. Even when he was speaking, he couldn't even lift it. Could you see when he was trying to lift his arms to celebrate? You know, to the crowd, he could barely get his. Fuck me. I tell you what, though, that's respect. Braun Breaker, if he sandbagged Taker, that would have been a worse. That choke slam would have been worse than Hulk Hogan.
It would have been.
But Braun Breaker, I think, fucking jumped as if he was on a trampoline or something like that.
He did. Anyway, talking of ridiculous, let's get to the next match with Rikishi against Eddie Guerrero. And
I'm sick of seeing this big guy's fat ass, man. I'm sorry. I like Rikishi, but there's just too much gay shit on SmackDown, and I'm just bored of Rikishi's ass. I think the stink face should be done once in a blue moon.
Not every week.
I think it should be like when something's personal or Rikishi really doesn't like someone. That's when he does the stink face. I mean, him just randomly attempting to rub his ass every week on whoever's opponent's is, you know, their face. It's overplayed.
It is. I'm sorry, it is. And
it's like the Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club. If Vince McMahon came out and made a new person kiss his ass every week, it would just get old quickly.
Yeah, it would. And no, it was sucked about this the most for me. It was the disqualifications. Where were they? You've got Chavo in. I mean, it was a 2-on-1 match. He was using belts. He was using fucking everything.
A 2-on-1. Two men's faces going 2-on-1 with a big fat man's ass.
Yep.
Two guys, one
First time it's ever happened.
Two specs, one ass.
Yep, I mean, that's pretty much not enough fucking lawnmowers would have kept this ass.
How much? What size of lawnmower do you think you would need to actually shave Rikishi's ass?
XXL.
Imagine if you had a hairy one. How shit would that be anyway? Yeah,
El Paso Lasso defeats Rikishi.
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero, he's trying to use this new finisher lately. It's like the El Paso. It's like a, I don't know, clover leaf, but he applies pressure on the back. I mean,
it looks shit.
Maybe it doesn't help the fact we've seen him do it on these big guys.
Pretty sure when he did it, we said The Rock would be proud of that one. With the amount of pressure that was being used. So, I mean, come on. I there's nothing wrong with the frog splash for me. I mean, I guess Van Damme.
Yeah, especially considering... Van Damme's on Raw. Especially considering that Eddie Guerrero's a smaller guy. I just don't think it really makes sense for him to be using it. And I'm not saying that small guys can't use submissions, but I don't know. I can believe Eddie Guerrero beating Rikishi with a frog splash more than I can believe Eddie Guerrero tapping out Rikishi or Eddie Guerrero tapping out Mark Henry, the world's strongest man. And then we're supposed to believe that Eddie Guerrero can like wrap him up into a fucking El Paso leg lock. Just not really buying it.
No, he doesn't have the background like
Be
an
like
angle.
it'd be like Spike Dudley beating Triple H for the title with a sleeper hold.
Just wouldn't
It doesn't
happen,
work for me. The Dudley Dog, yes.
It doesn't work for me.
Now, Triple H can beat Spike Dudley with a sleeper hold because he's Triple H and he's a lot bigger, he's more physical, he's got more body mass, he's much, he's just a much stronger guy. But I don't know, seeing Eddie Guerrero trying to tie up these big 350, 400 pound guys in submissions, it just doesn't really work. I think it's different with Angle because Angle's a submission fucking machine.
I think Benoit as well. Benoit can just... The crossface would kill anyone.
Yeah, well, enough said.
Nothing, no puns there.
Backstage we have Tori and Mr. Wilson. Her dad. Tori Wilson's picking out her lingerie for the showdown with Dawn Marie. Her father comes up and she gets a little bit nervous, and I guess that's fair because she's trying to pick out fucking scantily clad clothing here, and her dad's just appeared out of nowhere, so it makes sense, although I don't know. It is what it fucking is. He admits that he watches this. So, Mr. Wilson did say later in the show that he wouldn't miss a lingerie bikini contest. So,
especially with his daughter involved, the question got to be asked about Big Al.
Unless he only looks at the opponent's 30 seconds.
So therefore he has to give them the winner's medal.
Well, maybe if he doesn't like what he sees, he could just
give it to his daughter by default.
Anyway, backstage, Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit, they're in Stephanie McMahon's office. Stephanie begs Angle and Benoit to get along tonight to make the tag team division legitimate. Are teaming up two guys that aren't a tag team and hate each other, is that really a legitimate tag team division?
I'm getting sick of these.
Why the fuck would Kurt Angle and Benoit care if the tag team division's legitimate or not? I just don't really get it. Well, what's in it for them?
Yeah,
they don't want to be tag team champs. They would see if she turned around and says, if you win this tournament or if you get along, I'll give you both a shot at the world title. That would be more appealing to them.
Yeah, but right.
Why would they want to be tag champs with each other?
Her saying if you get along, it'll make it more legitimate. Surely, if your division's good enough, then it doesn't matter if those two guys are messing about. The tag team champs will be great regardless.
Yeah, we need our tag team division to be legitimate, so let's stick two guys that legitimately don't like each other in a tag team.
Like, say you put Brock and Taker in a team, would you be coming up with the same rhetoric? Come on. How do you expect these guys to get along?
If they fail, they will be suspended without pay. Angle says he's thrilled to be a part of this tournament and says he will win it no matter who his partner is. Benoit reminds Angle that he beat him at Unforgiven. So tonight, Angle will need to follow his lead.
Benoit did the fake laugh as well in this segment.
Benoit's fake laugh sucks.
It's awful.
Up next, interview Funaki and Rey Mysterio. Booyaka 619. So Funaki's asking Rey about the tag team tournament. Rey starts cutting his promo. Nydia comes up and starts putting her hands all over Rey Mysterio's chest, starts rubbing him. And then we have like a Spanish conversation that lasted way too long between Rey and Nydia. And at first it looked like they were being pretty friendly, but I don't know.
Puta!
Rey must have said something that Nydia didn't appreciate. She runs off in the huff. She runs into Jamie Noble. She complains that Jamie Noble wasn't there to stick up for her. Jamie Noble tries to give her the whole tough guy. You're my girlfriend, Nydia. Why are you disrespecting me? And then she just takes a fit and she slaps a cup of coffee out of Jamie Noble's hands, I believe, and into the security guard. So this coffee went all over the security guard. Then the security guards are like, right, screw this shit. You two are out of here. And it's like, how the fuck can Jamie Noble get thrown out? A, he's the Cruiserweight champion, and B, he's in the tag team tournament. They threw him out like he was a fan.
Yeah.
They literally threw Jamie Noble out the arena as if it was like a boyfriend-girlfriend fans that were at the and they were arguing and causing a bit of chaos, and security had to chuck them out.
Yeah, but how many times do people beat up the security and they get kept in the arena? It's a pretty poor reason to remove them.
Yeah, how the hell? I logically don't understand how Jamie Noble got, or even Nydia for that matter, but how the fuck can, like, Stephanie McMahon says she wants this tag team division to be legitimate. Well, I tell you what, Jamie Noble and Tajiri over the past couple of months have been a legitimate tag team. Why is she not annoyed here? Why is she not saying security, what were you doing? Throwing Jamie Noble out of this tournament?
Yeah, I don't get this, but you know what? I'm actually glad the alternative we did get. So we got Brock.
No, I mean, the alternative was alright, but I just don't think it made much sense for Jamie Noble to get tossed out here.
Yeah, pretty poor reason. Like coffee going over here.
We then go backstage with Eddie and Chavo celebrate what they did to Rikishi's leg. I mean, I'm sure Eddie's appreciative that he had a hold of Rikishi's leg and not his ass. Chavo says that next week they'll do it again and go on to No Mercy to become the WWE Tag Team Champs. Benoit comes out of Stephanie's office and he meets up with the Guerreros. Eddie asks Benoit if he got in trouble with the principal. Essay. Benoit says he doesn't know what is up with Stephanie. Benoit says he doesn't want to sit at home for a year without pay. I mean, not many people would. Eddie tells Benoit that there's a rumour that Kurt Angle's taking time off to train for the Olympics, and Eddie suggests that Benoit be very careful, Essay,
doing roller skating, Essay,
of what Kurt Angle might do. So Eddie Guerrero here already, planting the seed that Angle's going to leave the WWE for a year anyway, so he's probably going to take you out tonight. Kurt then comes out of Stephanie's office and the Guerreros just walk away in disgust.
What's up, Holmes?
I mean, yeah, Kurt tries to channel his inner, Latin fucking...
Latino.
His Latino talk, but, I mean, the Guerreros didn't really appreciate it. I don't know why the Guerreros all of a sudden have got an issue with Kurt, especially Eddie. Didn't we see Eddie and Kurt team up not so long ago?
Yeah, with Benoit.
But now all of a sudden they're treating Kurt Angle like shit on their shoe, and it's like, what the fuck? This is an Olympic gold medalist. Have a bit of respect. Kurt Angle then asks Benoit if they were talking about him. Kurt says if Benoit doesn't tell him, he's going to beat it out of him. And then Benoit just does another wee laugh and walks away.
Come on.
To be fair, it's not the most convincing. Kurt Angle's not really convincing here. Hey, Benoit, if you don't tell me, then I'll have to beat it out of you. I mean,
come on, man.
It's like when Taker says something like that, you know what I mean? You kind of
I'll make
listen.
you famous.
But when Kurt Angle says it, what's he going to do? Fucking cover you in milk? Then we go backstage to...
No, we got
don't.
another match.
Someone's changed the screen on me. What's happened here?
Billy Kidman, John Cena against Kurt Angle and Benoit, damn it. And as much as these two were going to have a problem teaming up, they were never losing this match, were they? I mean, come on.
No, they weren't. Billy Kidman and John Cena. Billy Kidman's done nothing since losing his Cruiserweight title. And, John Cena's not really done much since having a match on pay-per-view against Chris Jericho. But there is no doubt John Cena, right, had a great debut when he came out, ruthless aggression, slapped Angle. But since then, he's just not evolved. He's not done anything. He's just been a boring, generic guy in green tights. And John Cena, in this current era, just feels like the average wrestler in 2023, in my opinion. And that's not burying John. I think that's just the truth. It just goes to show you that unless you have character, then you're crap. You're essentially just a guy in fucking tights. That's what Cena is. Cena's a guy in green tights wrestling.
Go, Power Rangers. He is, but Benoit puts Kidman in the crossface and he taps out Kidman, damn it. That's him gone. I mean, at least
he did steal the win for Kurt, so...
He did, but at least Cena didn't take the crossface here.
Oh, does it fucking matter? I mean, he got beat.
I can't wait till John gets this rapping gimmick going.
Thugonomics.
He needs to take it off. Like he heard Rikishi rapping in the back of the bus. He sure didn't see him fucking putting his ass in people's faces.
Do you think Rikishi could do a good beatbox with his backside?
Maybe. It's wee themes. Anyway, let's not...
Do you think you could slap his ass like you're playing the drums?
You could, but the word good does not come out with the next segment for me. This was horrendous.
I think this was the worst thing on the show.
Aye.
And I'm not going to waste too much time on it, but Paul Heyman and Brock were backstage with some mystery girl. They come out. Heyman questions what kind of man the Undertaker really is. Heyman introduces us to Tracy. It's the girl that is with them. And Heyman says that Tracy is going to tell us what kind of man the Undertaker is. And then this Tracy person just claims to have known the Undertaker. She says that the Undertaker slept with her and lied to her for 3 months. Says that she didn't know that he was married and whatnot. And that Undertaker promised that he would leave his wife and keep their affair a secret. This just sucked. Yeah. What were they fucking trying here?
No, the worst thing is about it though, you've got this Tracy person and she is getting like 5 minutes on the mic, right? And it's very similar to the Katie Fick. Are both brands trying to outdo each other for the shittest fucking main event angle?
I think she should have just stood there and Paul Heyman should have done the talking.
Yeah.
You give this absolute fucking nobody that nobody cares about and you give her the mic, and she's making up some fake relationship story with Undertaker that just did not happen. And the thing is, it was so fucking obvious it was bullshit.
Yeah.
There was just no believability. At least when Triple H says you killed Katie Thick, you could go, well, maybe Kane is a murderer, like, you know. I mean, he kind of does look like a murderer, but
Taker wasn't bothered though, and as soon as she said sir, he's like,
yeah, so Taker comes out, she's speaking to, and like, Taker's not even defending himself or shooting down what she's saying until she mentions Sara and says that she feels sorry for Sara. Then Taker just like grabs the mic. Then she slaps Taker and leaves. And Taker says, "I have no idea who the hell you are." She leaves, and then we see Heyman and Lesnar celebrate on the SmackDown stage, and it's like, what are they really celebrating here? Just
is it a brown down from Simon Miller? Because I mean, that's what I would give this.
Yeah, I thought it was the worst segment on the show tonight.
It was. You know what? I think I look at the year 2002. I can't say it's the worst segment of the year, but see, in terms of main event, I can't think anything worse between main event guys for the belt. I know Jericho and the Dog and Triple H is not that good, but I mean, this was just awful. And it, like, they even dedicate it more afterwards.
It just wasn't really necessary. Like, I think they've probably done. I think they've done enough with what they can. The whole Sara thing.
Yeah,
like, I don't see why adding this.
The feud is personal enough without adding this.
Yeah, I mean,
the hand is broke. He wants revenge.
Brock,
you touch my belly.
Brock Lesnar's already touched the kid. He's already had his hands on Sara. I just don't think adding this Tracy fucker is doing anything. We go backstage. Steph asks where the trio is going. Heyman says they're leaving the arena. Steph says, nah, you're not. Lesnar has a match tonight because he will replace Jamie Noble. Heyman tries to put up a fight, but I mean, Steph kind of just no sells it really and says, nah, I don't listen to you. I'm Stephanie McMahon. Steph then bans The Undertaker from ringside, and Steph says if The Undertaker interferes, he will lose his title shot at No Mercy. Seems a bit harsh on Undertaker. And then all of a sudden, Paul Heyman thinks that this is a pretty good deal then, because Brock gets to wrestle and he doesn't have to worry about the dead man. I mean, it just feels like The Undertaker's been punished here. So Brock Lesnar's essentially been awarded by getting an opportunity to win the tag team titles, and The Undertaker's just been told that he can't react really to what happened 5 minutes ago. I don't get this. Stephanie McMahon's trying to be a face GM here, but she's not coming across that way in my opinion. So up next with Billy with Chuck versus Devon with Farouk. Kind of similar to the opening match where last week they were in tag teams and this week they're in singles. And yeah, last week we've seen Devon and Farouk beat Billy and Chuck. This week we have Billy hit the Faymaster and he pins Devon to pick up the win. In my opinion, all this is doing is 50-50 booking, and it's just making me think that Devon and Farouk have no chance now next week. Devon and Farouk are in the tag team tournament. Why not just give Devon the win? Try and book them a little bit stronger going into next week's semi-final showdown.
It's 2 matches on this show that happened for last week.
Billy and Chuck. What?
Like, you had Eddie against Rikishi.
I said that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, why would you do that?
Well, last week it was tag teams.
Yeah, but now, there's no sense for Billy and Chuck to pick up a win this week.
That's literally what I just said.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying though. I'm double down on that fact.
Devon's the one that's in the tag team title match.
Got massive momentum last week just to lose it again.
I would have gave Devon the win.
Yeah, every day of the week. Billy and Chuck's run its course.
Just like Eddie beat... I think it would have been dumb if Rikishi beat Eddie tonight.
Yeah.
Billy and Chuck, like you said, has run its course. They're probably going nowhere as a tag team. Did they really need this win tonight? No. All this did tell me was, well, fucking Devon and Farouk's got no chance next week.
Yeah.
Now maybe if Devon won the night, they would have built more momentum and you would have thought, maybe they've got a chance. Anyway, backstage got The Undertaker. The Undertaker is on the phone pleading with Sara not to believe Heyman. Paul Heyman is screwing with him. He's no idea who Tracy is. And I mean, just everything. I thought everything tonight, bar the Brock Lesnar match. I think everything... And bar the opener as well, but I thought outside of that, everything with the whole Taker, Brock and Heyman feud absolutely sucked.
Yep.
Minus the opener and minus the main event. Everything for me just sucked. The whole segment with Tracy, Taker on the phone. I mean, Sarah's not a dumbass, is she? I mean, would Sara not obviously fucking know this is Paul Heyman lying? It's fake. You know,
we don't need this scene. We just... Because we know, right, that realistically it would cause a wee bit of a rift, but, like, obviously she would still believe Taker, but, like, Taker's almost like, no, you know, come on, man. They're talking shit. But for me, this next segment as well is even more idiotic than some of the things going on here. So Chavo is screaming, oh, Benoit, Angle attacked me, man. So he leads him to a broom closet and then locks him in. Benoit gets beat up. Eddie then leaves with a chair, right? And then he's like, Kurt Angle just got the job done. So what? Benoit's going to believe Angle hit him. What the fuck? Why?
It just makes no sense. I mean, you look at Raw a couple months ago when Triple H attacked Shawn Michaels, and obviously they had footage, but that one wasn't clear. It's like, don't they realise that this shit can be watched back? Don't they understand that Benoit can watch them backstage next week? He can get this on replay. He can see that they played him like a fool, and that they're even admitting on fucking camera that this wasn't Kurt and it was themselves.
Why would Benoit give a fuck if Angle's hit Chavo?
No, but would this not be like Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman after that segment with Tracy being backstage? Like, look at that, we made that shit up. We made Sara think the Undertaker cheated on her. Would this not be them just totally admitting it backstage?
Yeah, I know. Like DDP when he's stalking Sara. He's backstage. Yeah, it was me. Can't wait to go out there and reveal it to the millions. But we knew it was you, buddy. It's just idiotic, this. I mean, honestly, like, what? But why would Angle care that Chavo's been punched by fucking...
If anything, I don't really get it, but, I mean, they could have just had it where Benoit gets beat up and then that's it. We don't see what happens inside.
Yeah.
But when Chavo holds the door shut and then Eddie walks out with the chair... It's blatantly obvious that they've battered Benoit, and they're making out as if Benoit won't see this, and that Benoit next week will believe it was Kurt Angle.
It's just goofy.
It's like, no, he fucking won't.
It's goofy.
There's replays, you dumbass. Does SmackDown not have replays? Is this not being broadcasted? I know it's not live, so to speak, but I mean, come on. We all fucking know this wasn't Kurt Angle.
I love Kurt, right? And I think he suits the goofy, but I think everything these four are doing is fucking goofy. You throw in Rikishi, you throw in a few other people.
Is the SmackDown 6 the most overrated thing of all time?
I think it might be. Because it's goofy, man. Everything they do is goofy. Even the matches. Like, literally every loss Angle has is like a goofy ending. He'll smash a chair off the ropes and fucking beat himself in the coupon. It's just, this is fucking garbage, man. Anyway, backstage we go. Tori Wilson says she feels weird about Al seeing her in her lingerie tonight, and she asks her not to watch the lingerie showdown, and he agrees. So
I think Al's got a bit of fucking Joe Biden about him.
He does.
We know that Joe Biden
if he took the glasses off, he'd look like Joe.
We know that Joe Biden used to shower with his daughter, and I wonder if there's any truth to Al Wilson doing the same.
I tell you what, get fucking strap in, because Al Wilson's here for the next few months.
Al Wilson, I mean, is that really the level we're at? I mean, no disrespect, and I'm not saying it's not a wee interesting storyline, but could they not, I don't know, maybe get someone who's not Tori's dad to play this role?
And also not decrepit as fuck.
Because, recently, Tiffany Stratton came out recently and says that the reason they dropped the whole, daddy's little rich girl gimmick was because they couldn't find anyone to be her dad.
How hard would that be, though?
Now, obviously, back here, they just brought in fucking Tori Wilson's actual dad.
Yeah.
But, if they really wanted to, could they not have brought in... I know they wouldn't, because he's just an average person, but if they really wanted to, they could have just brought in Tiffany Stratton's real dad and pretend that he was rich.
Yeah, they could have did that.
But I think that's lame. She says that she came up with that idea, but the WWE decided to drop it because they couldn't find anybody to play her dad.
I know,
Really?
To drop a full storyline like that is a bit...
you couldn't just fucking get a guy that looks about, 50 and stick him in a suit? Is it really that fucking hard?
Why couldn't you do that? But Dawn Marie shows Mr. Wilson the top half of her lingerie and then kisses him on the cheek and says, "You're so sweet, Al." Al from the chicken barn in Toy Story 2. That's all I can hear when I say Al.
But you know what? Fair play. I think it is a bit more authentic the way they actually used Tori Wilson's real dad.
Yeah. You know what? I know we can bury him a few times, but he's actually... he's not the worst.
But I actually think it just I think because back here, it was like everything did come across as authentic and natural and real. It's like you could be you don't have to be a great actor to be okay on this show. But I think if they did that now, I think if they actually just brought in someone's dad, they'd look so fucking out of place on camera.
Aye, because it's
In
so...
2023.
It just looks so fucking real, so to speak. But yeah, we have the lingerie showdown next. We've got Tori Wilson against Dawn Marie. I mean, it's like almost word for word what happened last week.
And another thing I don't get is like, shouldn't Al Wilson be a little bit annoyed about Dawn Marie? Like, why are you beating up my daughter after the match? That wasn't very nice what you done to Tori. Attacking her like that.
I know, he doesn't care. He
Doesn't give a fuck about Tori. He just wants to see Dawn Marie. So yeah, but he did get a card there, so I guess Dawn Marie is, I don't know, going to the... Well, actually, that's after that, so...
So after the commercial, Dawn gives Mr. Wilson the card to our hotel room, so there you go.
Yeah, she gives him this magazine and also gives him the card. Like, I just don't... I mean, last week, Tori Wilson won. Why did anybody think it was going to be any different? You know, I don't think it really matters. This is a lingerie showdown. I don't think it really matters what Tori Wilson wears and what Dawn Marie wears.
She could wear a bin bag.
Tori Wilson's always going to win.
She could wear fucking Al's suit and win.
I just don't really see what they're going for here.
Like, what is Al made of money? What's the gimmick? Or is she just trying to get in Tori Wilson's head?
I think she's trying to get back at Tori Wilson.
Fair enough. Alright, Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman backstage. Brock then grabs his phone. You can clearly see how outdated we are here with the state of this phone. Nokia!
It's like a Tony Soprano phone, isn't it?
It is. Hey Sal, did she even exist? But
Brock says he needs to make a phone call, and he calls Sara, and he apologises that she had to see what went down on TV. Heyman is excited that Brock would be so ruthless.
I feel like this should have happened before Taker phoned her.
And I thought this sucked as well.
Yeah, what are we doing?
What's ruthless about it? Does Sarah think this apology is sincere?
Ruthless would have been like giving an F5 to pregnant Sarah.
Yeah, that would be ruthless. This is just fucking lame.
Yeah.
This is lame. But main event time, tag team title tournament match, Edge and Rey Mysterio versus Tajiri and Brock with Paul Heyman. Not really a match you'd expect to happen, to be honest. But I tell you what, I thought it was good.
Yes, it almost half redeemed the show.
I thought it was very good. It was the best match of the night for sure. Probably the only good match of the night, to be honest. I mean, I can't even remember any other matches that happened.
Eddie Rikishi was alright. It was stupid though with the DQs. But yeah, this one was good. You know what, SmackDown delivers in the main events.
Yeah, a lot of times SmackDown's main events do deliver, and this one was good. Tajiri getting involved. Tajiri accidentally kicked Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar snaps, takes out Tajiri after Tajiri lost the match. We also had Brock just completely annihilating Edge, Rey, and Tajiri. I mean, yeah, it was a 2-on-2 match, but in reality, it could have been 3-on-1, and Brock would probably still win.
Brock would have killed him.
But I mean, Edge is looking good at this point. Edge looks like a guy that could be a main eventer. I can definitely see a future world champion Edge. Rey Mysterio again looks very good. I don't think you expect him to be a world champion, but I mean, surely Jamie Noble's time as cruiserweight champion is numbered with Rey Mysterio hanging about. And Tajiri's a solid. I like Tajiri. I think all these guys are good.
Yeah, they can all.
I mean, I've no complaints. I mean, they're all.
That's what it should be. Young guys.
They're all good at what they do. I mean, I've enjoyed. I think Tajiri and his partnership with Jamie Noble's been pretty good over the past few months. I think when Tajiri was dating Tori Wilson, that was some good stuff as well.
Yeah.
Remember when he was like spying on her?
And the stuff with Regal as well. I know it was more.
Remember
like
Maven?
Yeah.
I thought that was good, and he's dressing up as Dr. Tajiri, and I thought, what fucking happened to that?
What happened? But
where is Maven?
Where is he?
What about me? What about Maven? Then Undertaker runs down after the match to make the save, but Lesnar and Heyman escape for any real damage can be done. Now, Undertaker was told if he interfered, he would lose his shot at the belt.
Yes, the match was over.
Yeah, I know, but if that's the case, so wouldn't Undertaker come down to ringside during the match, and as soon as somebody got a free count,
commentary or something,
he'd have battered the fuck out of Brock?
That's true. That's very true.
And another thing, if that's the case, like, wouldn't Brock know that, hold on, see after the match, see instead of me wasting time beating down these three, should I not be out of here because I know Taker's going to get involved?
He probably should do that, shouldn't he? But that's where it ended. It was a lacklustre show on the road to No Mercy. I'm going to give it No Mercy.
5. It's getting a 5 for me.
It's getting a 4 from me.
Tell you what, last couple of weeks haven't been great for both shows. I enjoyed the Raw Roulette, the Las Vegas edition of Raw, but I don't know. I mean, We need more. We need more. So give us more. You gotta do better. Anyway, that's it, guys. 4.5 out of 10.
And yeah, we'll be back very soon, guys. No Mercy, I believe, we're only 10 days away. The Hell in a Cell match should be good. That's what I will say. Will the rest be good? We'll have to wait and see. But until then, peace.